just gluing together some of the parts for my next model, which is a Goblin riding the chariot that you see here, led by a couple of boars. I've just glued his backpack on him, which is why he's facing down at the moment while that dries, and I've just glued like the wooden part coming out from the chariot all together. Chariot legs I haven't put on yet, I'll put them on next. So 2 legs there. So there's been a bit of a delay because my rotary tool that I had died on me, and the base doesn't quite slot together. I had to do it in 2 parts, so it's like cut and key. But the 2 parts don't fit together properly. But anyway, my new rotary tool is turned up from AliExpress, and yeah, now I should be able to get the parts glued together after I sort out the issues there. These holes, by the way, are for the feet of the boars. They kind of slot in, so a lot of it I'll be kind of priming and starting to paint separately, and then just glue it all together at the end is probably going to be the easiest way, I think. Okay, so a bit of an update video. So I've glued the chariot legs on each side. I've also drilled a hole, might be kind of hard for you to see, for the Goblin rider. So I've drilled a hole in his foot, and that's just a holding pin to make it easier for while I paint it and let it dry and all that. But eventually I think I'll need to pin him into his chariot, so I've drilled the hole for it, and I've drilled the hole in his foot, which will match in the right position where he'll sit. For the boars, I have just given them a temporary tack to some MDF board. I'm not 100% sure how that will go. I don't usually glue stuff to MDF, but I figured it would just be easier to paint, because you know, these are like pins, so I wouldn't be painting them anyway. If I glued it to a board, and then I can just hold the board, and that'll make it easy for it to sit without tipping over, because they're a bit wobbly the way they are. And yeah, then hopefully, as long as that glue works, it'll make it easy for me to hold that and for them to dry and all that. So that should work quite well. So I haven't glued the weapons on the guy yet, on the Goblin. So yeah, the backpack's done and just pinned him and that. So once everything's ready, I'll put the chariot in the right position, and then just make sure that where I glue the weapons on his hands is going to work with the chariot. So yeah, but it's all coming along together pretty soon. Once the gluing is done, I'll be able to start priming it. And here's the Goblin with his weapons attached.